Scene 10, Isabel, Signorel. Signorel, he's much to be pitied. Isabel, I feel no such emotion. Signorel, in any case, I'm touched by your devotion, my sweet, it deserves some recompense. A week's too long to keep you in suspense. Tomorrow then shall be our wedding day. Isabel, tomorrow? Signorel, from modesty you feign dismay, but I well know what joy my words created, and that you wish we were already mated. Isabel, but, Signorel, let's prepare for the wedding. Come, be quick. Isabel aside. Inspire me, heaven. I need another trick. Act 3. Scene 1, Isabel. Isabel alone. Yes, death is far less dire to contemplate than a forced marriage to an unloved mate, and I should not be censured but forgiven for any subterfuge to which I'm driven. Time passes, night has fallen, I now must dare to trust my fate and fortune to Valere. Scene 2, Signorel, Isabel. Signorel enters, muttering to himself. That's done. Tomorrow, when the magistrate, Isabel. Oh, heaven! Signorel, is it you, dear? Where are you going so late? You told me when I left that you desired to go to your chamber, being a little tired. You even begged that I, upon returning, would not disturb you till tomorrow morning. Isabel, that's true, but... Signorel, yes? Isabel, you see my hesitation. I fear that you won't like the explanation. Signorel, come, tell me. Isabel, you'll be amazed. The reason for my going out is Sister Leonore. She's borrowed my chamber, which she means to use as part of a disreputable ruse. Signorel, what? Isabel, would you believe it? She loves that rogue whom we have just sent packing. Signorel, Valere? Isabel, yes, desperately. I've never seen an ardor so intense, and you may judge her passion's violence by her coming here at such an hour alone to make the anguish of her spirit known. She told me that she surely will expire unless she can obtain her heart's desire, that for a year and more Valere and she were fervent lovers meeting secretly, and that when first they loved, they traded vows, each promising to become the other's spouse. Signorel, the wretched girl. Isabel, that knowing how I'd sent the man she worships into banishment, she begged me to allow her, since her heart would break if he were ever to depart, to bid him in my name to come tonight and stand beneath my window, so that she might impersonate my voice and in a vein of sweet indulgence move him to remain, thus using for her own ends, as you see, the warm regard she knows he feels for me. Signorel, and do you condone? Isabel, I? No, I'm much put out. Sister, I said, you're mad beyond a doubt. Do you not blush to throw your heart away on a fickle sort who changes every day, and shame your sex by choosing him instead of the trusting man whom heaven would have you wed? Signorel, just what the fool deserves, I'm most content. Isabel, in short, with many a furious argument, I chided her behavior and said I quite refused to let her use my room tonight. But she poured such entreaties in my ears, and heaved such sighs, and wept so many tears, and said so often that she would despair unless I granted her impassioned prayer, that love for her compelled me to accede. Then, to secure the witness I might need to clear my name, I thought to ask my friend Lucrece, whose many virtues you commend, to spend the night with me. But ere I could go, your quick return surprised me, as you know. Signorel, no! All this jugglery I won't permit. Despite my brother, I might agree to it, but from the street they might be seen and heard. And she on whom my hands to be conferred must be not only chaste by disposition and gently bred, but quite above suspicion. Let's send this wanton girl away and teach her. Isabel, oh no, you'd be too harsh with the poor creature, and she might very justly take offense at my betrayal of her confidence. Since you require me to refuse my sister, stay here, at least, until I have dismissed her. Signorel, well, do so then. Isabel, pray find some place of hiding, and let her leave without reproach or chiding. Signorel, for love of you, I'll curb my anger, dear, but just as soon as she is out of here, I'll run and find my brother. 'Twill be a rare pleasure to let him know of this affair. Isabel, in your account, please leave my name unsaid. Good night. When she has left, I'll go to bed. Signorel, until tomorrow, my pet, I cannot wait to see my brother and tell him of his fate. He's proven a fool for all his glib conceit. Not for a million would I miss this treat. Isabel, inside the house. Yes, sister, I'm sorry that you're so distressed, but I can't grant the favor you request. The danger to my honor would be too great. Farewell, best hurry home, it's growing late. Signorel, she'll leave, I wager, feeling cross and sore. For fear she may come back, I'll lock the door. Isabel aside as she emerges in disguise. Help my cause, heaven, don't abandon me. Signorelle aside. Where is she going? I'll follow a bit and see. Isabel aside. At any rate, this dark night serves my end. Signorelle aside. She's gone to Valère's house. What can she intend? Scene 3. Valère, Isabel, Signorelle. Valère, coming out in haste. Yes, tonight if some way can be found to tell her. Who's there? Isabel. Valère, don't make a sound. You needn't go out. I'm here. It's Isabel. Signorelle aside. No, you're not she. What a brazen lie you tell. She lives by honor, whereas you flirt with shame, and falsely have assumed her voice and name. Isabel to Valère. However, unless your goal is matrimony, Valère, my heart is moved by that sweet purpose only. Tomorrow, I assure you, I shall seize the chance to wed you in any church you please. Signorelle aside. Poor hoodwinked fool. Valère. Come in and have no fear. That dupe, your guardian, cannot touch you here. And ere I let him sunder me from you, this arm of mine will run him through and through. Signorelle alone. Oh, rest assured that I won't deprive you of this shameless girl who's so enslaved by love that what you've promised her does not aggrieve me, and that I'll make you marry her, believe me. Yes, you must be surprised with that young doxy, both as her well-respected father's proxy, and for her sister's name, I must see to it that she avoids disgrace if I can do it. Ho there! He knocks at the door of a magistrate. Scene 4. Signorelle, a magistrate, a notary, an attendant with a lantern. Magistrate. Yes? Signorelle. Magistrate, I'm glad you're here. You're needed, sir, in your official gear. Please follow me and bring that lantern too. Magistrate. We were going, Signorelle, but this is urgent. Magistrate. What must I do? Signorelle. Go in there and take 2 culprits by surprise who should be joined by lawful marriage ties. I know the girl. She, trusting in the vows of one Valère, was lured into his house. She comes of good and noble family, yet, magistrate, if that's your purpose, we're indeed well met, for we have a notary with us. Signorelle. That would be you, sir? Notary. Yes, a king's notary. Magistrate. A man of honor, too, sir. Signorelle. Of course. Well, use that door. Tread softly, and don't let anybody get away. You shall be well rewarded for this endeavor. Don't let them try to grease your palm, however. Magistrate. What, do you think that a jurist of my station? Signorelle. I meant no slur upon your occupation. I'll go at once and fetch my brother. Kindly allow your lantern bearer to walk behind me. Aside. Now, gentle brother, I'll pay you a cheery visit. Hello! He knocks at Arist's door. Scene 5. Arist. Signorelle. Arist. Who's knocking? Oh, there, brother. What is it? Signorelle. Come, my wise pedagogue, my aged beau. There are pretty doings of which you ought to know. Arist. How's that? Signorelle. I bring you pleasant tidings. Arist. Well? Signorelle. Where's your Leonore tonight, pray tell? Arist. Why do you ask? As I recall, she's gone to a friend's house for a ball. Signorelle. Ha! Well, come on and see what sort of ball such girls prefer. Arist. What are you saying? Signorelle. How well you've tutored her. Quote, it does no good to censure and upbraid. No, it's by kindness that young minds are swayed. It isn't bolts and bars and strict controls that give our wives and maidens virtuous souls. Too much constraint can make them misbehave, and a bit of freedom's what all women crave. End of quote. Well, she's been free in the extreme, I'd say, and her virtue grows more easy every day. Arist. What are you getting at? I cannot quite. Signorelle. Ah, dearest elder brother, this serves you right. I wouldn't miss it. You shall now find out what your crazed theories have brought about. See how these girls reflect what they've been taught? Mine flees from gallants, yours chooses to be caught. Arist. If you won't stop riddling, Signorelle, the riddle of this affair is that her ball's at the house of young Valère, that I saw her steal by night into his place, and that she's even now in his embrace. Arist. Who? Signorelle. Leonore. Arist. Please, let's have no jokes. Signorelle. He dares dismiss my story as a hoax. Poor fellow, I've told you, and I say once more, that at Valère's you'll find your Leonore. Know, too, that they were pledged to marry, well, before he dreamt of courting Isabel. Arist. This tale's preposterous. You cannot mean it. Signorelle. He won't believe it even when he's seen it. This drives me mad. Old age without a brain, tapping his forehead, is not much worth. Come, brother, do you maintain? Signorelle. Lord, no, I maintain nothing. Just follow me, and you'll be freed from all uncertainty. You'll see if I lie, and if it isn't so, that their troths were plighted more than a year ago. Arist. Does it seem likely that she would embark on such a course and leave me in the dark when all her life I've looked with an entire indulgence on her every young desire, and promised always that I'd not prevent her heart from freely following its bent? Signorel. Come, let your own eyes judge how matters stand. A magistrate and notary are on hand. The promised marriage should at once take place. I think, to rescue her from more disgrace, you, I assume, care something for your honor, and would not wed her with this stain upon her, unless you fancy that your liberal vision and fine ideas could save you from derision or risk. To claim another's heart against her will is something I would scorn to do, but still I'm not convinced that, Signorel. How you do run on! Let's go, or we'll be chattering here till dawn. Scene 6. Signorel, Arist, the magistrate, the notary, magistrate. There's no need for compulsion, gentlemen. If all you want is to see them married, then I here and now can give you peace of mind. Both parties, I am told, are so inclined, and here is a signed statement from Valere that he means to wed the girl now in his care. Arist. And the girls, magistrate, locked in and won't come out unless you grant their wish for wedded happiness. Scene 7. Valere, the magistrate, the notary, Signorel, Arist, Valere, at the window of his house. No, gentlemen, none shall enter here till you've assured me formally that you approve. You know me, sirs. I've done what I must do, and signed the instrument they'll show to you. If you're willing, then, for us to marry, your signatures are all that's necessary. If not, you'll have to take my life before you rob me of the one whom I adore. Signorel. No, we'll not rob you. Set your mind at rest. Sottovoce aside. He still believes that Isabel is his guest. Well, let him think it. Arist to Valere. But is it Leonore? Signorel to Arist. Be quiet. Arist. But, Signorel. Hush. Arist. I want to know, Signorel. Once more. Will you be quiet, Valere? In any case, good sirs, Isabel has my pledge, as I have hers. Do think it over. I'm not so poor a catch that you should make objection to the match. Arist to Signorel. The name he said was Signorel. Quiet! When this is through, you shall know everything to Valere. Yes, without more ado, we both agree that you shall be the spouse of her who is at present in your house. Magistrate. Just how this contract puts it to the letter. The name's left blank because we've not yet met her. Sign here, the girl can do so by and by. Valere, I agree to that. Signorel. With my whole heart, so do I. Aside. What a laugh I soon shall have. To Arist. Sign, brother dear, you should go first. Arist. All this is so unclear. Signorel. Sign, sign, you idiot. What are you waiting for? Arist. He speaks of Isabel, you of Leonore. Signorel. What if it's she? Are you not willing, brother, to let these two keep faith with one another? Arist. Surely. Signorel. Then sign, and I shall do the same. Arist. Very well, but I'm baffled. Signorel. I'll soon explain the game. Magistrate. We shall return, sirs. Exeunt magistrate and notary in Valere's house. Into Valere's house. Signorel. Now then I'll reveal some secrets to you. They retire to the back of the stage. Scene 8. Leonore, Signorel, Arist, Lisette, Leonore. Oh, what a grim ordeal. I find those young men tiresome, one and all. On their account I slipped away from the ball. Lisette. They all try hard to please you and be engaging. Leonore. Nevertheless, I find their talk enraging. I'd rather hear the simplest common sense than all that empty prattle they dispense. They think their blonde wigs dazzle every eye and that they're fearfully witty when they try to tease one in a bright, malicious fashion about the limits of an old man's passion. But I prefer an old man's kindly zeal to the giddy transports young men claim to feel. Ah, don't I see? Signorel to Arist. Well, brother, now you know, perceiving Leonore. But look, she's coming with her maid in tow. Arist. Leonore, I am not angry, but I'm pained. You know your freedom's never been constrained, and that you've long been promised on my part full liberty in matters of the heart, yet as if doubtful that I would approve, you've gone behind my back to pledge your love. I don't regret my leniency, but such mistrustful conduct hurts me very much, and what you've done is not a fair return for my affection and my warm concern. Leonore. I cannot guess to what your words refer. My feelings, though, are what they always were, and my regard for you is firm and strong. I could not love another and do you wrong. If you would see my chief wish satisfied, say that tomorrow I may be your bride. Arist. Then, brother, on what foundation did you base Signorel? What? Didn't you come just now from Valere's place? Didn't you tell your sister just today that a year ago he stole your heart away? Leonore. Tell me who took the trouble to devise such tales about me and spin such pretty lies. Scene 9. Isabel, Valere, the magistrate, the notary, Ergast, Lisette, Leonore, Signorel, Arist, Isabel. Sister, I fear I've taken liberties with your good name. Will you forgive me, please? Under the pressure of a sudden crisis, I've stooped today to certain low devices. By your example, I am put to shame. But fortune did not treat us both the same, to Signoril. Sir, I shall offer no apologies to you. It is a service, not a wrong, I do you. The service is... It is a service, not a wrong, I do you. The heavens did not design us to be wed. I felt unworthy of you, and instead of making you an undeserving wife, I chose another man to share my life. Valere to Signoril. I count it, sir, my greatest joy and pride that from your hands I have received my bride, Arist. Best take this quietly, brother. Your own extreme behavior forced these two to plot and scheme, and it will be your sad lot, I foresee, to be a dupe who gets no sympathy, Lisette. Well, I'm delighted. This clever trick's a just reward for his suspicion and mistrust, Leonore. I'm not sure that their trick deserves applause, but I can't blame them, for they had good cause. Ergast. He's a born cuckold and lucky to get out of marriage before his horns began to sprout. Signorel, emerging from his stupefaction. No, I can't fathom it. I'm overcome. Such treachery is too deep for me to plumb. I can't believe that Satan himself could be as wicked as this jade has been to me. I would have sworn she could not do amiss. Let no man trust a woman after this. The best of them are guileful and perverse. Their breed was made to be creation's curse. The devil take them all, I hereby sever relations with their faithless sex forever. Ergast. Good. Arist. Come to my house, friends. Tomorrow we'll assuage, as best we can, my brother's pain and rage. Lisette to the audience. Do you know any churlish husbands? If you do, send them to us. We'll teach them a thing or two.